right. Good evening. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, folks.
Hello.
Hey, Melinda.
Hello.
Hey, Peter.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Peter. Roberto. Hello, Mike. Hey, Phyllis. We'll be getting started in just a minute. Let me make sure the streams are running and everything is good to go. Need to start our Twitch stream. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Get some
Pretty well.
thumbs up. Great.
Fine and dandy.
Fine and dandy. That's more than anyone can ask for. Good to hear it, Mike. We'll get started in just a minute. We don't have too overwhelming a slideshow tonight, so I think we can kind of take our time. I'm not going to use the timer with the slideshow. We have, I think, 21 photos in tonight's slideshow. There are a few members who can't make it tonight. Steve won't be able to make it this month. He's got other obligations. We'll see him in April. Jay Kuznets, his heart procedure was successful and he's feeling okay, but he's not going to make it this month and probably not next month as he recovers. And finally, I have not heard from Oleg. I've left him a couple voicemails. Last I spoke to him, he was in the market for a new computer. His computer, I guess, died, but I haven't heard from him since. So if anyone here has his number, wants to reach out to him, we want to get him back here as soon as possible. There we go. Welcome, Bob.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
very well.
I'm
Glad
trying to
you
get
could
you
make
up on
it.
my loom pad, and I see a side by side, but how do I get you in 3D here?
Okay, so what you'll want to do is hit that share icon. It's in
Yeah,
the
I
upper
think I did
right-hand
that,
corner.
but okay. Share,
And then share link.
got it. And then we
Then it
go to Leah something.
Right. It should give you that option. Should be in there with a bunch of other apps.
We want to go to Leah Tube.
Leah Tube, yeah.
There we go.
And if it still shows up side by side, let me
Yeah, I
know.
should have a
Here's
choice.
my bad.
Yeah. Okay, let me just see here. There we
Sometime-
go. We're
Great.
on. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. You know, that's all the announcements that I had for tonight. Before we jump into tonight's slideshow, does anyone have any announcements? Anything they'd like to share?
One 3D curiosity just popped up yesterday. I don't know how many people follow the YouTube channel Red Letter Media. They do lots of very rough pop culture commentary, very funny. And they did a best of the worst video yesterday where they choose strange videotapes at random. And one of them was a Goldilocks and the Three Bears in Lawrence Vision, which is a pull frick system using a circular stage and a camera that spun around the action continuously to create parallax. So it was kind of fun to see these guys encounter it without any technical understanding of what it was. They were actually pretty impressed.
What kind of glasses or viewers are needed to get the effect?
Pull frick is where the right lens is darker and the left lens is transparent, so that your right eye sees the parallax later
Right.
than the left, and you see two different positions. And if things are moving in the right direction, you get depth.
It's great for Star Trek episodes and parades.
Mm.
Okay. Good to know.
How does that work with If the camera is just purely panning around rather than grabbing or something,
Then the entire image flatly would appear closer to you, like the TV would appear closer to you. If it's an image of a lateral movement with parallax shift, then the foreground elements moving faster will appear closer than the background elements moving slower.
oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Well,
It
go ahead.
works great for skaters on ice if they're moving in the right direction. And commercials, they did commercials that way years ago.
I remember a Super Bowl ad in, I think, 1989.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's possible.
friend Jerry Marks used it to film a couple of Rolling Stone videos too.
Oh, awesome. And speaking of which, we have Pad joining us. He'll connect in a minute. So it sounds like some of us probably have a pair of Pulfric glasses lying around from some
pair of
special event or something.
Oh, something happened to your sound.
Yeah, I think it's been resolved. It was just a bit of feedback there.
No, it was me. Sorry.
No problem. Appreciate you muting.
I think you can make your own Pulfric glasses by punching out one of the lenses on your
sunglasses. Yeah.
Well, I could easily do that. Good to know. Tor, are you able to post a link to the chat to that video? Is that
I think I can put it up. Yeah, it's
right
not the
now.
only thing they discussed, but it's I'll find it in a second here.
I'm definitely intrigued. Something I'm going to want to see. Welcome, Pad.
Matt, I have an announcement.
Yes, Lee, take it away.
How many of you remember Cecil Stone? Stony Stone.
Sure.
Okay, I have been in contact with him. He lives in the same place in Orlando that he used to. He's had a heart attack. He's not too mobile now, but he wants to get back into doing 3D and entering. Does anyone want me to send you his email address and stuff? I've got a couple of names so far.
Do you want to send me his contact information? I'd love to get him involved in the GGSS.
Okay.
It's, I realize Orlando, there's a bit of a time difference there for our evening meetings, but if he would like to join us, that would be great for everybody.
Okay. Anybody else want me to send you his address? I've got some people from Ohio want him also. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Lee. All right. Well, what do you say we get started with tonight's slideshow? This is our open division. Let me share my screen here. Let me see if I can do this right the first time. For those who are just joining us, there are... Oh, thank you, Tor. I see your Red Letter Media YouTube link. For those who just joined us, I'll put these back in the chat. Here is a list of various streams for our slideshow in different formats for different viewing methods. We've also got a download link there as well. And let me share my screen for the full width side-by-side slideshow. I can't actually see myself do that, but it looks like it worked.
Yes.
Great. If you're following along, you should see our title card. The YouTube and Twitch streams are delayed by 10 or 15 seconds, but don't let that throw you. Our first set of photos is by Lee, and I'm doing something a bit different tonight. Normally, unless the slideshow is very small, I randomize all of the photos. And I've done that for everybody's photos except for Lee's because His are a part of a set, and they include a map. So I'm going to go through the first 4 photos, which are Lee's. And Lee, would you like to explain the photos to us as we go through them?
Yes, I will. Last month, I showed a picture taken of the wave, and people asked about it. So I said I would send some things. This is a flat map. You see the blue line on either the left or the right. They're the same map. Starts at a place called Wire Pass Trailhead. And you walk the blue line all the way down to the end down there where it says the wave. Up above, there is a major road. If you go to the left or west, you go to Kanab, Utah. If you take the road to the right and go east, you go to Page, Arizona. These maps are sort of in the middle of Utah and Arizona, and in fact, about the middle of the lines, the middle of the blue line, it changes over from Utah into Arizona. So you start walking from Wire Pass Trailhead down an open area. Not too interesting. Then you get to some areas where there's a little more rocks, a little more interesting. You can see some cones sticking up. This area is called Paria Canyon Wilderness or Coyote Buttes. It's partly owned by the Native Americans and partly controlled by the National Park Service. And then you go on down to the end. Next map.
Here we go.
Next picture. Ask me any questions if you want.
Sure. I will start off by saying the title of this one is Desert Contrast.
Okay. This is partway down the walk. You pass some of these tall cones, lots of old dead wood out there. And this is an image that I have used a fair bit, competitions and things. Let's see if I can get it right for me. Well, hopefully your viewer's working better than mine. I'll switch.
It looks
great
pretty
here. It
spectacular
looks great
from
on the
here.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's partway on the walk where it starts getting more interesting. Next image.
Okay. The next image is above the wave.
Okay, the wave is actually down in about the middle of the picture. It is called the wave because the rocks sort of wave. It's created by wind, sandstorms, not so much by water, although it sometimes has water in it. It was discovered, who knows, a long time ago. And you walk right through the middle, and if you climb on up to, let's see, I'm looking at the top is north. If you climb on down to the bottom, you've gone further south and up higher looking down on it. I'm only showing 4 pictures because that was the setup Matt had.
Right.
Go ahead.
Sure. Before we go, I want to ask, are you following a trail, a footpath, or is this really out in the wilderness?
Yes, it is in the wilderness. I have followed that blue trail that was on the first map. I've done it 4 times. The way that you can get into that area was the Park Service would run a lottery system. And 2 months before a particular month could come up, you could request a certain date, and then they would draw the lottery and see if you could get in or not. Back when I was doing it, it was only 20 people a day. Then the other thing they would do is they would have a lottery the day before, a second lottery, and I've heard it's now 2 days before. You can go into the ranger station, try the lottery, and if they pick your name, get to go in that way. And so I did it the first 2 times by the monthly request lottery, and the other 2 times I was able to get in by the lottery 1 day earlier.
All right. Have you ever been rejected? Have you ever not been accepted to go in?
No, that's the only time I tried.
Okay, got it.
You can hire people to take you in, and I suspect they let extra people get in that way. But the road you drive to the start of that blue line, it's pretty messy. It's a dirt road, and it can be very messy too.
Wow. Wow. Well,
How far is the blue line, Lee? The whole blue line?
It's about I don't know, 2 or 3 miles each way.
Okay. Sounds doable if you can walk.
I don't walk that well now.
Same here.
The first part you see where it says a wash, that's a down low area where you're going. And then you start climbing up a hill about where it says leave wash. The old road, you're getting close to the state line. And then there's this, they call the saddle. That's where you go between some of those big cone-shaped rocks that are sticking up. There are other ways to get here. There are ways to go down the left side and then climb over the Coyote Buttes, but I've never done that. Don't know how to do it.
Looks like a bit of a climb.
Yes.
Lee, I can't help notice this is a topographical map, but we're not seeing it in 3D. That would probably be a big conversion job, but maybe an opportunity if you do a roadshow version of this. Let's look at the fourth image I guess the fourth one was let's make sure I'm not missing any.
There's one more.
Are just maps off the internet that I copied. I don't have a 3D map. Okay.
Of course.
This is another area that is slightly west of the ordinary area called the wave. Some people call this the second wave because it again has those various colored rocks with granularity and things like that.
Amazing.
And what I don't have is right behind where I'm standing, there's a picture, there's an image we talked about last month that looks like a hamburger, great big hamburger. Sorry, I don't have that one.
Did you say it was called D-Wave? That was one of the names?
The second wave.
You said it was also called D-Wave or something like that?
The main one is called the wave.
Oh, the wave. Thank you.
THE wave, capitalized. Look it up on the internet. There's lots of pictures.
Yeah, I've seen it many times.
Lee, is the brown line that kind of starts in the middle on the right-hand side and curves out, is that a trail?
That's pretty steep there. I wouldn't try to tried to walk that area. Actually, when you get into the bottom of the wave, there are four ways. If you go west, it gets very narrow and it's a very tight spot to walk through. If you go east, you can only walk a short bit. If you come from the north side, that's where you come into the wave, and the south side is where you climb the wave and get to this area. The picture behind me is a flat view of the wave too.
I was going to ask.
Okay, did I show any more?
No.
Those are the three. If you have more, send them along for next month. I'd love to continue this story. Lee,
Okay.
the three photos that we just looked at, were they all taken on the same trip or various trips?
They could have been various trips because, like I say, I've been there 4 times. I did not send a picture of water in this time with in the wave. Thought I did.
No, I didn't receive that one.
Okay.
But send it for next time. What a great
Okay.
subject.
I take it you've been to Page and the wonderful places there.
Yes, Antelope Canyons, both upper and lower Antelope Canyons.
They're amazing.
Beautiful places.
Your
on-
exposures are fantastic too.
They look
Yeah,
like they're on film.
Some of these were on film, and I had some of them I haven't gotten converted to digital yet.
That's a
I'm
great show.
curious. The sky is lovely too. I'm curious if you rendered those or is that the actual sky?
That's the actual sky. Sometimes you get clouds. Lots of times it's just as clear as it can be.
Yeah, it's
You know
lovely.
what months you went?
Pardon?
What time of year? What month?
Typically, I would go in March, April, May time frame.
Yeah, I've been there in April before and it looked just like this.
Okay, you know all about it.
It was beautiful. I didn't get this far though. We did not get the lottery. We tried and didn't get it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Another time.
I get a real sense of vertigo looking down this one. Looks like you're really on a precipice. That looks like a pretty steep drop. Very effective.
Okay,
Look.
next time I'll send some more pictures.
Please do.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It looks
Thanks,
like
Lee.
sandstone, so it's probably pretty secure.
Yes.
Can you take horseback through there?
I don't know. Probably not in this area. There are areas around it, all the way around it, that you can drive vehicles, but you can't get into this particular spot. I don't think they would allow horses. I don't know about dogs.
It's really kind of a fragile area. I think they don't allow horses or any vehicle types because it's fragile. Doesn't look like it, but it really is.
Well, it's sandstone. It'll wear down quickly. I mean, even the hikers, I'm sure, are being rationed just to keep them from digging deep trails.
Probably why the lottery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Matt, have you already pulled this up on Google Earth?
I have not. Do you have a link you want to share, or do you have, sometimes we will make stereo pairs with Google Earth. Just
Yes, I've seen those. I figured that's That's one of your hobbies. I figured you'd be on it already.
You know, I'm personally not familiar with this place. It sounds like other members really are. But yeah, remember this for our next Google Earth special. And it's always fun to compare, do the map and the actual photo side by side. Well, thank you, Lee. That's a
Thank
wonderful
you.
collection. Welcome, Ed. I saw you drop in. We haven't gotten to yours yet, so sit tight. You're not too late. Our next photo is by Melinda. The title is Sydney, BC. Melinda, take it away.
Yeah, thanks. This was from my recent trip to Canada with my friend Christian, and this was our final approach into Sydney, British Columbia, on the kind of on the one of the tips of Vancouver Island, and fortunately I was on the correct side of the plane to get this lovely shot, and we came in like right at the last rays of light. So beautiful golden hour, just pure luck, and yeah, I just shot rapidly straight outside of the plane, and got this lovely stereogram. I didn't really have to do much to it. Just normal filters. I don't even recall needing to clone any cars or people or anything. I don't recall anything had moved between the images.
Yeah, spectacular.
Was it a small plane or just a regular plane?
Small plane, single engine. Pretty fast though. We were able to. Well, we had a little bit of headwind, so we stopped for gas at one point. But on the trip back, we did it in one shot.
It looks like a miniature, like on a scale model.
Yeah, that's what these wide bases do. So this is like I don't know, somewhere between 20 and 50 foot stereo base.
What did you use to shoot it?
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure it was my DSLR.
Yeah, there's depth even in the mountains. There's so much to explore here.
Yeah, and it's in pretty high resolution too. So this is pretty close to the full resolution that I shot, and so that's like, I don't know, 5,000 pixels on a side or something. So in the original, with the original version or at least out of Photoshop, you can zoom way in.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Melinda.
Thank you.
Ed, we have one by you coming up next. Shasta Daisy is the title.
Yeah, it's a flower. It's about it's like a daisy. Everybody knows what daisy looks like, and the center of the daisy was black and had these little tiny orange specks. The center of the daisy about maybe 3/8 of an inch. So that's the scale, and I like the the contrast and the certain amount of depth. I had a question that I wanted to ask. I read some of the articles on the on the website about window violation, and I was wondering. I'm not totally clear on what that means, but looking at on the right side, those those two that are kind of like cut off on the edge of the frame.
No, they look fine.
Do they?
No problems for me either.
Yeah.
It's okay to cut them off. It's the fact that they're behind where the side of the image appears to be. So that's fine. If they were in front, then it sort of makes your attention fight between the two images.
Okay. Okay. I liked I tried cropping them out, but it kind of I didn't like the composition as well anyway, so I left them in. And then I had another question that when I try to crop these things, is there like some like tool or trick? Because I'm not sure how to, when I try to crop, you have to crop the both of them, right? Both images. And then is there some like trick or method to doing that without like skewing the stereo effect?
Do you have a stereo photo maker? Do you use that app?
I use that app, and the only thing I really know how to do with it is the auto adjust.
But it's great for cropping. You can set for free cropping and just decide where you want the crop to be, or you can select a different format, 16:9, 2x2, whatever, and it works wonders. It's a great tool.
So that's right in Stereo Photo Maker.
Yeah, there's an icon at the top that looks like a cropping tool.
Oh, okay.
And you select that and just drag and drop it over your image and start where you want the edge of the window to be.
Okay.
You can also, the hotkey is the letter B, and once you have the cursor in the window after hitting that, you'll have crosshairs in both images, and you can then drag out both of them at the same time. It's very it's very
there's
very
a lot
natural.
of things you can do with that software, but I can't always figure out the terminology and stuff, so I'm kind of like guessing at it, and I just do the simple things and hope for the best, but maybe as I go along and pick up a few little methods or whatever.
Yeah, well, you've come to the right place. Go ahead, Melinda.
Thanks. So you figured out to use the auto align tool. So that's by far the most important thing to use, even if you use nothing else. And then I think the second most important thing is the cropping tool. It's quite good. And just those two things alone, and you're way ahead of the game.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
There is one little anomaly in there. If you get to the point where you want to do some touch-up work in Photoshop or whatever editing software you use, it's right almost just below center. There's kind of a white dot you can see on the right chip that's not on the left. It's a reflection.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying it's more prominent on my Loom pad, but if I free view it on my iPad here, it pops out as well. It's an easy clone job.
Talking about this?
That's it.
All right, Melinda.
And that's another trick you can do in Stereo Photo Maker. If you align your images, you can clone from one to the other.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to make sure you're on the same plane. So you find that anomaly, and when you're setting your window, K is the quick key in Stereo Photo Maker to bring up an anaglyph version. that you can align the window. And if you set that anomaly in the same place on both, then you can clone. And there are tutorials, but I'm happy to, or I'm sure anyone here will be happy to talk you through it.
I made a web page for that.
Oh, good. That's great.
I'll try to find it and put it in the chat.
Yeah,
Perfect.
please do. Yeah, that would be
It's
great,
not
Melinda.
it's not obvious.
If the Stereo Photo Maker is a great program, the documentation is pretty minimal. So,
Yeah.
Ed, you're not alone in figuring this stuff out. But fortunately, a lot of us have, and we're happy to share.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And this is a really nice photo. Yeah, keep it up. That must be pollen that we're seeing on the ends of these things, right?
Yes, pollen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. I'm
Must
not a
be.
botanist. I just took a picture.
It's a discovery. Awesome. Thanks so much, Ed.
Thank you.
Next is one by me. This is Tupac Tribute. That's the title. I took this on 14th and Franklin in Oakland over lunch. I have 30 minutes for lunch. I work downtown, and lately I've just been hiking around the neighborhood with my Beam Pro, and that's what this is. I think it's got fair depth. I like the window and the canvas behind the canvas that's being painted.
I like the contrast of the black and white painting against the splashes of color in the window and his jacket.
Oh, that's a good point.
Really nice.
Yeah.
My only thing I might crop out that left side where you can see one of the buildings in the right chip and not in the left.
That's easy enough to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good point. Thank you. I will do that. And
Great subject matter on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to spot it and take it.
Really nice easel that he has.
Also, the reflection on the window, it's a really nice touch.
Oh, that's
More
a good
detail.
point. Yeah. You can see the building on the other side of the street. I did punch up the saturation a little bit. I didn't want it to be too saturated. The Beam Pro, I think the colors can be kind of muted. And I often complain about the results I get outdoors, but this was an overcast day, and I think it did pretty well here. And there's not a lot of shadows, as you can see.
Sure has white shoes.
Yeah, hasn't spilled any paint on them.
I love the yellow ring on the cup as well. Very nice.
Yeah.
White hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Great feedback. I am going to crop this one a bit. Roberto, you're up next. Coming up is Beyond This Point.
Yes, maybe, well, you may know where this was taken. This is LAX. This is a bridge with its international flights. It's the last one, I believe it's Terminal 4. And this is a bridge that connects Terminal 4 and the end of the horseshoe. And I was crossing this like random walkway. and I found this long LED screen with this bridge, and it was fun. I never thought was going to intended to be seen from this part because it's like a hidden place that you have to cross between the two terminals, and it's not very. You don't find a lot of people in this place, so I don't know how much the LED screen cost and this pad, and I don't know how many people can see this screen from my point of view. So I really like this picture.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Lovely.
It's a great find. I kind of wish it had a little wider stereo base though. I mean, there's only a little stereo on the right side.
Yes, it was a little bit difficult because between me and the window that was protecting me from the pole, I have to extend my arm. So and this was with my W3. So maybe with my RXOs, I could make it a little bit the distance between the cameras. I could increase the distance and make it a little bit more stereoscopic. But at that time I was using my W3.
Now, is the background animated?
Yes, it is like
okay.
bubbles and falling, and it's like a fluid.
Okay, so you can't do a cha-cha, unfortunately.
No. It will be like a little bit difficult.
Yeah, tough subject. Good find.
Yes. Thanks.
Looks like the city on Mars in the movie Total Recall.
I was thinking like there's a Star Wars scene and there's an Indiana Jones, a bridge like that.
I was thinking of a shot from the black hole myself.
Yes.
Black hole. I don't remember that.
A really dark Disney 80s movie.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one of the Hellboy movies.
I don't recall that.
They spend a long time stuck on this bridge with everything falling around. It's not that great a movie, but it's I've seen this composition in several movies.
Yes. Yes, this was really early in the morning. Maybe that's also why it wasn't that crowded, but I don't know. It was like 5 in the morning.
It's nice having those people in for scale.
Yes. Actually, I have other 2 pictures with more people, but I don't like. I don't know. I don't remember what was on the screen, and it wasn't that pleasant.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I've been doing a lot of conversion work lately, and I think this would lend itself very well to trying Owl 3D and see what it would do with giving a little more depth.
You wouldn't get the imperfections and the reflections on the glass.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. It's always a crapshoot, but with the emphasis on the crap. But
it's a good idea.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roberto, I would not. Did we just lose Roberto? I think we did. He'll be back. He's just getting started. That's just his first photo. I was just going to say I wouldn't use my synchronized Sonys in an airport. All those wires hanging out and everything might raise some eyebrows.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
No problem. No problem. We're just moving on. Thank you.
Lily has joined me.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask. Wow. What's the cat's name again?
Lily. Lillywet.
Lillywet. All right. Well, welcome, Lily. Bob, speaking of conversions, tell us about Eddy 51. Not Area 51, but Eddy 51.
yeah, well, this is friend Eddie Bauer's 51st birthday. And of course, I'm always looking for connections, and Area 51 popped up. So we put him there, and I created a little UFO birthday greeting for him, and even gave Eddie's haircut. And I liked the famous iconic glowing finger being some cupcake icing. And if you look at the sign, I got away with photographing in this area since 3D photography is not allowed.
Specifically.
Yeah.
You got the font right and everything. That's a lot of attention to detail.
Well, the signs were those were the signs that are posted there. I just did a little manipulation on it, and of course did a lot of collaging, and I did color the sky. I thought it gave it a nice aura. But yeah, no, that's the font used on those signs. Just the addition of 3D to photography of this area is prohibited.
It looks very natural.
Yeah.
And reserved birthday area, restricted birthday area on the top side, right?
Oh yeah.
No, that's part of it. That's real.
Oh yeah, no, I added the birthday. Right, I'd forgotten about that. Thanks for pointing it out.
Great.
Bob, is the original photograph of the signs, is that your photograph? Is it from a photograph, or is this whole
It
thing
is from a photograph, and it's not my photograph. I grabbed it off the web.
Got it. Okay. And how about those flying saucers? Did you render
I kind of
those?
created from different things, and shot some birthday candles, put it up one, and then just did some shifting in Photoshop to place them in the right place.
Looks like you did a lot of work.
Yeah, I love doing it, and I get kind of carried away, and then I realize a couple hours have gone by. But I'm planning right now, I'm doing a show, trying to put together a show for 3DCon of a lot of the cards that I've done for friends in the 3D community, as well as a few family shots and things I've done. It's fun seeing which ones will convert well. But a lot of work.
You did a great one for me a while ago, Bob, with the Sinclair oil sign.
It's one that's in contention here. I was just working on it today.
I shouldn't mention my birthday is it's on the 27th of March, just to throw work at you.
Well, I
It's
stay in
okay.
touch with people on Facebook, and Facebook is always nice about letting me know whose birthday is coming up.
Yeah. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just telling you in case. I like it. Eddie's is wonderful here. E.T. and all that.
Thanks.
Oh, I just turned 69, so I kind of dare you to make one for me.
No, I've already.
no.
I have. I might recycle. I do tend to recycle some that are my favorites, but I did do a 69 birthday for a friend. So
Sweet.
You may be getting it.
I would not be the first.
Yes.
Cool.
That's great. Thanks, Bob.
Sure.
There's a lot of humor here. All right. Let's hear next from Melinda with Team Tesseract.
Yeah, or Team Tesseract. So it's a team effort involved in creating a 4D cube. And I'm not doing this. I'm just the stereographer. This was shot at a conference for mathematical art and puzzles and things like that, called Gathering for Gardner. It's every other year, usually it had always been in Atlanta, and this is the first time it was in San Francisco. So I just showed up for a couple of these sort of social events. It's mostly people giving talks and stuff, but there are a number of group activities, and this one was sort of the hands-on experience. So people brought all kinds of things to build and share that are geometry related, and somebody had brought all these loops of cord and got a bunch of volunteers. I think it takes 8 people because we've got 16 vertices of a 4-dimensional cube, and then he was directing everybody and doing a good job because it was hard, but people were figuring it out pretty quickly, and they would create this and then take it apart and then do it again. And so a couple of times I jumped in and laid down on the floor and shot straight up.
Fabulous. Really beautiful.
Terrific subject.
Love the
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a very natural subject, and perfect for these narrow base cameras that we have now.
I love the background lines. Playing
Yeah.
The shape is just wonderful. The composition is just great.
Oh, thank you. The ceiling is beautifully geometric, but most of it, the most interesting part is sort of these dark areas that you can kind of see in the kind of glimpse in the upper left. But these in between kind of like straight lines, I found a little distracting, but at least it's well lit.
Oh, it's perfect. It plays with the geometric shapes that they're building.
You direct them to be in that spot?
I didn't do anything other than sort of ask them to hold still for a while when I said I'm going to come in and lie down, and then I did, and I asked them to kind of hold still, and I took a whole bunch of shots with both cameras.
Just perfect composition. What's happening with his hand? That's the only thing I'm curious about. In the middle lower, it looks like he has I thought at first he was wearing a plastic glove over himself or something, but
no, I think it's just old. It's just the back of his hand, and he's sort of reaching up and holding.
Kind of that haloing around the edge that might be giving that impression there.
I think if you just remember you're looking at the back of his hand, not the front of his hand.
Yeah,
it might make more sense.
No, I realized it was the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's awkward. Everybody has got 4 lines coming into each hand, so they have to, find a way to grab it, and then to construct the thing, it was a sequence of moves where they would have to hand off parts to the person to the left, and so on and so on. And then once everybody is holding it sort of roughly right, then they have to try to figure out how to kind of get it to relax into cubes. And here it's a little bit misshapen, but close enough you can see what's going on. And a good use of stereo, so you can actually see that sort of tesseract shape, of the cube within a cube.
Yeah, you should enter that in a national competition.
Oh, thanks. Maybe I will. And the only afterwards, when I looked at this image, I realized it reminds me a lot of one of the Beatle album covers. That's looking up at
yesterday and today. Yeah, it's got that.
Said it? Yeah.
Or no.
Well, when you mentioned I think hands-on activity would be a good title. Something with hands-on.
What did I call it? Team Tesseract. Hands-on sounds good. Yeah, I like that too. Mm-hmm. And that was kind of the title of the event. There was all kinds of amazing stuff going on. One of my friends made this sculptural system out of pool noodles. So he cut pool noodles to very explicit lengths, and he 3D printed these connectors that were like little caltrops, stars, kind of things in plastic with little nubs that you would put the ends of the pool noodles on, and if you do them in the right patterns, you can create a couple of other 4-dimensional projections of some regular 4D polytopes. And then there was some stuff people doing with cloth and sewing to make beautiful tessellations, and just all kinds of really clever stuff. I've got some more pictures. I'll probably submit some of them eventually.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, this is a strong one. Excellent work, Melinda. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next is one by me. This is the Alameda record swap. I took this a couple weekends ago at the Faction Brewery, where this record swap was held. And this patron clearly was not pleased that I was taking his photo. I thought I was being very stealthy, but clearly he noticed something was happening, and he's making his opinion of my actions known. And then I just moved on.
You didn't say anything?
Well, no, the whole thing happened pretty quickly. I just blundered into the space with my camera blazing. This was actually the first photo that I took at the event, and it's by far the best one. And I just, I love the expression. It's, he's definitely making himself clear. And I think it's got great depth. I shot a lot of these photos looking down these aisles of these record bins. But this is the one that I kept coming back to. I took this with my Beam Pro, and I didn't do too much to it. I did rotate it a little bit, but otherwise, this is how it came out of the camera, more or less. Oh, I did crop a bit on the left and right.
You got a beautiful sight line all the way to the back. Was that sort of what caught your eye?
That's what I was going for, yeah, and that's what I was looking at. So I didn't really notice that he had noticed me until I reviewed the photos later in the day.
I think it should be titled, "Stop, My Wife Doesn't Know I'm Here Buying Records."
Yes.
I was going to say something similar. Yeah, I think you might be well served with a title that relates to this wonderful stare you're getting.
Yeah, that's a good point. I probably won't be posting this one to social media. This doesn't look like a cooperative subject. I think it does show that the Beam Pro is capable of a lot of depth with the right subject. And
yeah, I had no idea you could get that kind of depth with the Beam Pro.
I think, I was very close, maybe 3 feet away. And I think that's what it takes with this camera. It's got those wide lenses, so it lets you get right in there.
3 feet from him or 3 feet from the front of the boxes?
I think 3 feet from him. I did have to do a bit of a horizontal alignment on this to push the boxes back at the window, but not by much. It wasn't a huge adjustment. They didn't come out of the window too much as shot. All right, moving on is Roberto's expecting. Tell us what we're expecting here, Roberto.
It's a hangar, an airplane hangar or something like that.
Are you asking what the photo is?
The location for your shot. Was that like a warehouse or
where
a
my
hangar
shot
or...
was. Yeah, that's at a brewery, Faction Brewing, in Alameda, the island of Alameda in the Bay Area. And I'll just go back real quick. Alameda is the site of a former naval base, and most of that infrastructure is still. Oh, we lost him. Here he is. I don't want to. Hey, Roberto. Well, I will explain it to him later. I think Roberto's having some connectivity issues. But yeah, Alameda.
Sorry, I'm back
Hey.
here.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Hey. All right. I was just explaining that Alameda is a former naval base. So this is like an old naval warehouse that's been converted to a brewery. But speaking of yours, this is expecting.
I took a picture. I'm on the go. It was
You're breaking up there, Roberto. We're
Chinese
not really getting that.
New Year's parade, and this was close to the downtown Mexico City.
Roberto, we're not
And
really
let
getting
me move
that.
my
Yeah.
here.
Right.
Can you listen to me?
I can hear you now,
No.
but you're still breaking up.
Maybe if you turn off your video,
Let me check.
that might help.
Yes. Okay. I have some video. That's no.
Yes.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know why this is happening. I am close to the router, but well.
Strange. But I think we can hear you clearly now.
Yes, well, as I was telling you, this is really close to downtown Mexico City. Well, it's in Mexico City downtown, but it's close to the main square where it's the center of the downtown. And this was the Chinese New Year parade. And I took this from behind of the crowded parade. So I really like the texture and the mainly the girl sitting on top of that old phone that nobody uses anymore.
Yeah. This
It's a
one looks.
nice,
Go ahead, Melinda.
nice black and white. It's got lots of tones all the way from white to black, and it's a good composition. We can see all the way down the street in two directions.
I like the contrast of the building in shadow, but the sunlight on the crowd.
Yes, this was really early in the morning. I enjoy how the sun was hitting on the crowd and the shadow on the building. So it was a nice lucky strike there.
Was this originally made in black and white, or did you convert it?
I converted. I took it with my RXO, so it take the picture full color. I edited with I develop it with Affinity, and then I desaturated the color so it came in black and white.
Is this one a bit hyper?
It's a little bit, maybe 7 centimeters. It's a little bit hyper.
It's quite comfortable.
I really love the cables converging at that vanishing point. That lends a lot to the depth for me.
Well, actually, that's a little problem, I believe, here in Mexico City, because now this is nice because there are not many regular departments for living. It's more like commercial, and there are not many fiber optics cables on those poles. But in other parts of the city, it's like a spider web, so it's nasty. It's not that pleasant.
Might makes for some very good stereo compositions, though. I've seen other kinds of like rat nests like that in like the Philippines and stuff, Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Crazy looking stuff. It's kind of amazing to look at.
Maybe I will try one of those for next month.
Yeah, just try to fill the frame with as much crazy cableness as you can.
Perfect. Yes, I will try it.
Cool.
Thanks, Roberto.
Thank you.
Bob, tell us about Gabe's bowling birthday party.
Too funny.
I'm guessing that Gabe is turning 6.
That's really cute. What happened to Bob?
Oh, he might have, maybe there's a package at the door for him.
Sorry, I have turned off everything. I'm back. Yes, this is my great nephew, Gabe, and it's his 6th birthday, which he wanted to be held in a bowling alley. And those are photos of him at various ages from 1 to 6. And he was into a T-ball at the time. So he's wearing his T-ball cap.
And there's
Great.
eyes in
Love
the ball.
ball.
Yeah, I always see faces and things, and this was yeah, it's one of my faves. It's definitely going to be in the show. So
Nice. It's nice that you got the same kid at the different ages.
oh, I have another card of him 1 through 15. On his 15th birthday, I have 15 squares with him at
Oh,
various ages.
what a wonderful gift.
Yeah, you must be a favorite uncle.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot to choose from, but yeah, I think so.
Hey,
Very, very clever.
No, he and his sister are great kids.
it's hard for me to tell. Did you capture these portraits in stereo, or am I being fooled by the illusion of depth with 2D faces?
I think it's a combination. I think a couple of them I did shoot native stereo. I did use some conversion on here, so there is some rounding of the faces, hopefully, in there.
Yeah, the faces look pretty natural.
Yeah, I mean, I can nitpick. I think his 1-year-old self, I can move his face back a little bit, a pixel or two.
Well, I'm sure he's not nitpicking.
No, he's in Stanford right now.
All right.
In fact, I forget if I submitted that photo, the one I did for his graduation.
I don't think we've got that tonight.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Sure.
Coming up next, from yours truly. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong list. This is from Melinda. And the title is Tunnel Tops Bench.
Yeah, so this is some of the really fancy, creative, abstract benches that they built here. I'm not sure how practical they are, but they're definitely eye-catching, and people are always trying to figure out how to use them. It's
We could always
Okay.
use them to surf in the next monsoon too.
probably.
Where is this?
These are enormous. These are on top of the tunnel tops. They rebuilt the approach to the Golden Gate Bridge. Took like 5 years to do, and one of the and they built these tunnels. I say built because they didn't dig it. They made these trenches, and then they built up walls over it, and then concrete ceilings. And then one of the last things they did was to put plants and walkways and grass and things like that on top, so people can now walk from the Presidio down to Crissy Field over the highway. And so this is directly on top of some of the tunnels there, and you see a whole series of these organically shaped benches. And so I just snapped this one photo just in the last rays of sun, and didn't quite know what to do as a composition, but then later on I realized I could maybe do a false frame and have the sort of tongue of the bench extending out, for no particular good reason. It's just because I could.
Great. I like that.
Was this taken with the Beam Pro?
Yes.
Nice, because the dynamic range is nice having the sun in front of you.
Yeah, it did a good job, and I definitely wanted a little more interesting sky, but I didn't dare try to do anything with it because it would interfere with the sun part too.
I don't feel like the sky is lacking considering the position of the sun. It's not, I mean, it's blown out, but it's such a small part of the composition. It looks very natural.
Yeah, and the thing that caught my eye was actually this couple trying to figure out how to use the bench. They're clearly in love and having fun, and it's actually a pretty common sight there. But like I said, I didn't really know what to do with the shot.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot. It's a beautiful park. And Melinda, you documented the destruction of Doyle Drive, tearing that down, which led to this, right?
Yeah, it's directly here. It's unbelievable how much the place has changed before and after.
Yeah.
I didn't get great stereograms. I mean, the demolition all happened in one day. I mean, they were getting some equipment on site for a few days, and then one day they just went and knocked down the entire, I don't know,
It was
like 2 miles of freeway
right?
with all
Yeah.
of the concrete pillars and everything. It was pretty amazing to watch. I wish I had better photos of that, but then ever since I've been taking pictures of the progress, not as a project of my own, just because I live here and walk by it with some regularity.
It's inevitable. It's going to be a subject for you.
Yep.
Well, it's amazing to think of that whole journey that you've been on, that led up to this photo right here.
It's true, and it was years and years that I couldn't drive from what's the name of the tunnel? there's the existing tunnel that's sort of in the background here. MacArthur, I think it might be the MacArthur tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a tunnel through the Presidio that, like if you're coming up from the peninsula on like 19th Avenue or something, then there's a tunnel that you go through right before you go on the bridge approach. And then there was a right turn you could make to come into the marina where I live. And it took them years to build, and then a couple more years to open it after it was built, to be able to make that right turn again. It was such a relief.
Well, for those who aren't local or those who haven't been there yet, if you're next time you're in town, be sure to check out Tunnel Tops Park.
Yeah, and come
Presidio.
before 5 p.m. When the playground closes. So just directly to the right, looking from this image, there's a hill, and you can take steps down to it, and there's a beautiful, exploratorium like kind of park where kids can do all kinds of creative activities and stuff. It's a very natural stereo subject rich site. Highly recommend it.
With views of the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz, and it's a beautiful place.
Anybody that comes out, I guarantee you're going to come back with, at least one or two images that you're excited about.
And if Steve were here tonight, he would remind us that the Disney Family Museum is here as well. Could spend the whole day.
I'm excited about all those beautiful benches.
Yeah.
I'd love to see all of them.
Yeah, they did a great job with all of these works. Definitely come and have a look. It's quite beautiful in every direction now.
All right. Thank you, Melinda. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Here's one by me. And I have some information about this. This is from an exhibit, Anthony McCall, First Light. Anthony McCall is the artist. Let me put this, actually before we talk about this, Melinda, thank you for posting instructions for using the Stereo Photo Maker clone tool in the chat. These look very straightforward, very demystifying. So Ed, if you're here, this is a great resource, and anyone else who is new to Stereo Photo Maker.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, copy and paste that before the meeting's over. I thought I'd put it on my website, but I guess I just never did that. But I did find the text.
Yeah, very, very handy.
It works. It's definitely not obvious, but just follow the steps. It works.
And there's a nice feature for doing these borders, as you see in this shot here, right built into Stereo Photo Maker, which after years of trying to do it in Photoshop was a welcome.
Yeah, they did. He did a great job of the border functionality too.
Yeah, it's a very simple operation in Stereo Photo Maker. So this is Anthony McCall, First Light. This is from an exhibition that I went to 2 Saturdays ago with Steve Siegel. He had invited the group in our group's I/O discussion board, and I went with Steve to this exhibit, followed by a Georges Millier's screening. I will read from the website about this exhibit. Anthony McCall's revolutionary solid light works from the early cinema from the early 1970s. The exhibition features 3 seminal pieces that transformed the possibilities of cinema and challenged the boundaries between film, sculpture, drawing, and performance. I don't know about that, but I will put a link to the exhibit website in the chat. I thought this was a pretty good subject for 3D. It doesn't really work great on the loom pad because there's so much contrast, but it looks pretty good on the side-by-side and the anaglyph versions. Not a whole lot of depth here. I was using my Beam Pro, and the Beam Pro did okay in this kind of pitch black room. The image was very noisy, and I experimented with 2 de-noise tools, both in Photoshop. One was Photoshop's new AI de-noise tool, and they also have now integrated Topaz into Photoshop, but you only get to use it a couple times a month before it hits you up for more money. And this is actually the Topaz version, but if you look at the left and the right views, you will see that it gave this woman slightly different expressions in each image. It didn't clearly recognize that she's the same person. And I think you kind of have to be careful of this tool because it's, obviously adding information that's not there, and it's potentially changing the tone of the photograph. Anyway, that's a lot of explanation. And if you're interested in the exhibit, it's definitely worth checking out. It's going to be running for a while.
I kind of like how it looks like, at least I can imagine a tube in space there.
That's exactly the idea. It's a
That's a nice effect. Is there like some smoke, or are you just kind of lucky?
It's theater mist in the space to intentionally reveal that cone of light from the projector. And it was explained to us that in the 70s, when these were new, it was enough just the ambient cigarette smoke and indoor pollution was enough to reveal the solid light, as Anthony McCall calls it. Now the air is nice and clean, so they've got to fill it up with some mist.
Another appropriate movie reference, The Lathe of Heaven has this wonderful psychedelic kind of scene where somebody is walking through a big tube like this. I think it was done with a laser, but it's making a cylinder like that, and the camera is shooting down the cylinder. It's quite beautiful.
I have a photo as you described with Steve at the end of the cylinder shooting inside it, and it's pretty effective. I'm going to show it next month.
Inside this projection?
Yes.
That you're showing?
The exact same projection I'm showing, yeah. Except that Steve is closer to the light source, and I'm back where this circle is actually projecting on a screen.
Oh, I'm very curious to see that.
Yeah, something to look forward to. And I did use Stereo Photomaker to add this white border, which I think was pretty important. Wish it had more depth, but it was a fun event. I encourage you to check it out. This would have been better with my 2 Sonys, but I shot it with the camera that I had.
I mean, you could crop into just to crop away that last figure on the right, and then you'll have more depth range across the image.
Yeah, I can probably crop this in more. I wanted. I'm sure I could. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Let's move on. And welcome, Dorothy.
Hello.
Glad you could drop by.
Yeah.
Dorothy, I'm going to send you links. Oh, Dorothy, if you wouldn't mind muting your screen.
Yeah.
Glad you could drop by.
Hold on. Oh, it's because okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because I had it on my phone too.
Makes sense.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I'm going to send you some links. You might already have these. These are links to our various streams. Our
Yeah, I was trying actually to just pop in, but I haven't. I don't have my loom pad ready. But the Swift doesn't work anymore. Anyway, right?
Well, we've got.
I don't want to interrupt everybody.
No,
Twitch is working, Dorothy.
Oh, it's working. Okay.
Yeah, for the loom pad, we're using Twitch now. We have a Twitch stream. We still have a half-width side-by-side YouTube stream, and we have an Anaglyph YouTube stream also. So, if you're interested, go ahead and try one of those links.
I stopped the sound on my phone then, I guess, because my loom pad is in. I need to pick it up. It's on the other side of the room.
Sure.
So I'm gonna do a preview thing.
Okay, that's fine too. We've also got our screen share. All right, let's move on to our next photo, which is by Roberto, and the title is Hug.
Yes, well, this picture I took it again at the same event as the last one in downtown, the same day, the Chinese New Year, and I was walking through the crowd, and then I turned and I saw this girl hugging this pole, and it was funny to me. Like it was like I don't know if there are some mistakes because the camera wasn't that level, so I have to fix it on with Affinity, and well, this is the result of that shot.
It's great.
Yes, I was scared that the level it was going to be a little bit I don't know, some artifacts or something, because it was extreme, like 30 degrees of
wow.
Maybe 20 degrees of leveling for getting this right.
Wow. I find that very interesting. That's something that I had asked at our last meeting. What's the degree to which we can rotate a stereo photo to correct it?
Yes, this was really extreme because when I turned the camera, I wasn't holding that right, and then the next second the girl was getting down of the pole, so it was a lucky strike. And I saw the preview on the camera. I was like, I miss it, but then I tried to fix it with the computer, and I got the result. I leveled it, and fortunately, the cameras, the Sony's reacted well.
No, it looks fine.
Yeah.
Looks nice on the loom pad as well.
Yes, I really enjoy this picture.
And again, good in black and white. Very nice exposure.
Thank you. Yes, it was a really sunny day, and the shadows were really harsh. Maybe that helped the black and white texture of the sun.
Did you do the corrections in Stereo Photo Maker?
Yes, I
raster
should,
corrections?
because it was I edited on with Affinity, but I wasn't sure about the alignment, so I have to run it on Stereo Photo Maker to get it right.
It's really beautiful. The leading line and the shadow of that lamppost is wonderful.
Yes, it was. Actually, I took another, but I don't remember why I didn't. I believe that I don't know why the camera's desync, and the person that is on the right, the foot was move a little bit different, like, I don't know, and it was funny, and I didn't want it to edit it like cloning something, and then I remembered that I took this one and tried to edit it, but the other was level, and this wasn't straight, so I tried my luck with this one.
Yeah, it looks like the shadow is about a foot off the ground. It's a very interesting effect.
Maybe it's because the level situation of the cameras.
I assume it's just motion in the shadow, but
I don't know. I'm not.
I don't know.
You're talking about the shadow on the right?
Yeah, shadow in the lower right. If you zoom in, it's
Yeah.
it's very clearly above the sidewalk.
But it rotated very nicely. My only suggestion might be just to tone down that white patch on the wall just slightly, so it doesn't draw the eye.
Okay, like maybe have a smoother wall.
I don't know if I'd eliminate it. I just would. It's so bright and white, kind of takes my eye away from that.
Okay.
That wonderful composition of the two people, but maybe just lowering it in intensity a bit.
Okay, yes, I will try it.
Well done. Thank you, Roberto.
Thank you.
Bob, we have one by you coming up next, but first tell us about this link, the Georges Méliès link that you put in the chat.
Well, you mentioned that they also showed a Méliès film, and Méliès is one of my all-time heroes. And you've seen Hugo, so you know his story. But they just someone discovered a seemingly lost Méliès short, which features the first portrayal of a robot in a silent film.
Saw that, yeah.
And I've seen stills from it. I haven't seen the film yet, but have high hopes. But that was exciting.
Before Metropolis?
Yeah.
10
years earlier.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was, many years before Metropolis. Now, I'm not sure if it was an actual robot.
It's an actor in a costume.
Yeah,
playing a robot.
Playing a robot. So, but
yeah,
it's a depiction of a robot.
Yeah.
And before we move on, staying on the same subject, Bob, did you see, this was I think in 2010, the 3D screening of the Méliès shorts by Lobster Film at the Castro Theater?
Yeah, I showed, I was one of the first, when I did the 3D sideshow at the Mill Valley Film Festival for a couple of years, we premiered when Serge discovered the accidental Méliès 3D footage, and we showed that as part of the program.
It's
and a couple of others. There was the Infernal Cauldron and one other short that we did.
It's completely
So
magical.
I think that was the same footage that was shown later.
I'm sure it was. I don't think they discovered any more. And that was just one of the most magical screenings I've ever been to. But let's not talk too much about me. Let's talk about Bob. Let's talk about bets in show.
Yes, this was a birthday card for Betsy Rothstein. People know Barry for his phanograms, and I just like the play on words. Bets, short for Betsy, and that's her best in show. Her prize-winning poodle Barry.
It's awesome.
I do a bit of work on this and some cloning, and but yeah, no, I just that's one of my favorites. I think I have to move that barcode just a hair closer to the window, but aside from that. And this was a conversion I did using Masuji's, what's it called? Depth. There's so many depth maker. That's
the smartphone or tablet app. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. And I found it, this is a combination of a lot of things. I did a lot of Photoshop. I do some selecting in Photoshop and then warping to get some volume. But I loved his expression. He just fit that poodle just so perfectly.
Yeah, what was your source material for that poodle? Is that a real poodle? Did you paint that poodle?
I didn't paint it. There's a photo. I always collect strange and bizarre photos, and I found this one of a woman and her dog, but I'm not sure if it's an actual photo or not. It looks very similar to some of those AI creations. So I'll have to go back and reverse engineer it and find that.
Legs are too skinny to be real.
Yeah. I don't know. She could be on Ozempic. We don't know.
That's great, though.
Yeah, no, I just love the shapes and her hairdo, and his hairdo.
Right.
Very fun.
Yeah, that's charming. Thank you, Bob.
Sure.
Let's hear from Melinda about the job comes with a private break room, they said.
So, yeah, it just happened the other day. I was taking a walk and saw this, and of course, I had to take a snap. And yeah, and the title comes from what I imagine, or kind of like to imagine, that he's typing on his phone there, like his first day on the job or something like that. It's just the story I have in my head.
A great moment.
I like the shape of that. I don't know if it's a cement patch in the sidewalk there that kind of mirrors the handle of his mail carrier.
Yeah, it kind of looks like New Zealand to me.
That mail carrier is an effective foreground element too. It contributes a lot to the depth.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to really do with it. I mean, my first instinct was to put the carrier in his bag sort of at the same distance, but then I'd be like I'd have to go a little further down the sidewalk, but then the door would be kind of in the way. So I just shot what I could. And I was also pretty lucky because a moment later he looks up, and so we kind of smile at each other.
Move on.
Everything perfect alignment. I like the way the white and red stripe on the bag just leads right into that patch on the sidewalk.
Leads into his leg and the stripe on the leg.
Yeah, and the handle pointing at him and just everything.
Oh, works so beautifully. And
Yeah.
the identification of the post office to him is important. If it was just blue bag without the post office symbols on it, would
Oh, good point.
not be quite as good. You hit the nail on the head with this one.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, in fact, I was kicking myself a little bit because much later I realized it might be nice with a blue border.
Not too late.
Not too late, yeah, but too late for tonight.
I think
Reminds me of your first image of that hands-on demonstration, all these lines that kind of make a shape, including his pants leg, that line leading up to the handle, just makes a nice little geometric shape there.
Yeah, that's all accidental. I'm just, trying to compose the main elements.
being a picture framer, I would not put a blue line around it. It'll be too powerful.
Hmm.
It's good just the way it is.
Oh, thank you very much.
You could stick a roll of toilet paper on the inside of the door.
I love that. That's a great idea. And I'll put a little blue stripe down the roll. Yeah.
Yeah, that would change the story, definitely.
I like it a lot, though. That's a great idea. I'm definitely going to consider this. And I tried blowing up the, the black area in the background, and there's no information there at all. I couldn't really see anything in there other than the stuff up on the shelf. But the body of that box is completely a big black hole.
Well, if you do end up putting the toilet paper there, you'll have to put a label on the box that said, post a potty or something that.
You could just cut a half moon at the top of the door, then you'd have to reconstruct the buildings behind it.
Right.
I could probably put the toilet paper roll on the door.
Yeah, lots of
Now
possibilities.
you're being silly with a wonderful image. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, but I like these ideas. So
no, I think the half moon cut out of the door would be nice.
Oh yeah.
that would certainly go with the toilet paper theme.
Yeah, just those two things. Subtle.
Yeah. Good ideas. Thanks, everybody.
And Photoshop has a new melding feature, or merging features. So whatever you end up shooting that toilet paper, it'll make it look like it's the same lighting. And
I haven't used any of the later versions of Photoshop. I'm working with a really old version. But yeah, that sounds very very nice.
Very doable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Melinda, if you're going to keep working on this, please share it with us. We're going to want to see where you take this. All right. Next is my final photo of the evening. Family in Focus is the title. I took this on Saturday at the ferry building on the Embarcadero, heading to another event, and I thought it was charming. I thought it was a pretty lucky shot. I definitely have opinions about how it could be improved. I think that handrail plays a really important part in the composition. It definitely contributes to the 3D.
It tells a great story, though. 3D or 2D, it's a wonderful composition of people and acting with each other.
Yeah, thanks. I think I caught a good moment. I'm not sure if this one really benefits from 3D as much as some of the others in tonight's group. But it's got some depth going on.
3D is a bonus for it. It's just you, even in a 2D situation, that would have been a great photo.
Right. It's unfortunate that the little girl has someone sitting behind her. I'm sure if I spent some time with it, I could paint that out and
it's hardly
put in some
noticeable though.
fencing.
The little girl looks like it might even be part of her. I know it isn't when you look
Right.
carefully, but it doesn't hurt the photo.
Oh,
I
thanks.
agree. You can see enough of the person in the background that it's not like causing rivalry or anything. It's just in the back.
You might try putting in like one of your cards, roto behind the girl, but just mask the person in the background into a block. Because if you paint that person out, then you have to recreate the chain link fence and the pier behind it.
Exactly. Yeah. That I don't. That I'm not excited about doing.
Yeah. But
yeah.
just a beige block behind the girl would give you the silhouette.
That's probably what I should have done. Yeah. That's what I'll do. If I do anything else with this photo.
Also, is that a one-legged girl? She just I don't
straddling the
oh, she's straddling that
Yeah.
hump of it. Yeah. It's kind of worrisome there.
I mean, it'd be better if I was facing the little girl looking through the two dancers, but that's just not the opportunity that was in front of me. All right, let's move on to Roberto and refreshing hike.
Well, yes, this was I took this close to Mount Hood, close to Portland, and this was, I believe, it was February, about 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed this day. This was a hike that we took that day. It was a really short one. It was like maybe 3 miles. And it was everything really nice because everything was covered with snow and the sun was crystal clear. So I love the lightning, and it wasn't that harsh. The smooth of the snow and the scenic. I really love how the snow was blending with the foliage in behind. So I enjoyed this hike and taking this big picture this day.
It's a great snap. Yeah, I love it.
It's beautiful. Beautiful color.
Love this moment. Yeah.
The dog
Yeah,
seems to be saying, "Are you sure about this?"
That was my thought too. He's not sure about it.
Do you want?
Are those snowshoes?
Yes, those are like these like rackets that that help you don't go under the snow.
Right. Nice. It's nice to see the green come through the snow too.
Mhm.
Yes, it was a really nice. It wasn't all white, and you can see some details of the foliage behind, but it's still covered by the snow.
Reminds me of those classic Hollywood films in the 50s, the Technicolor. Just beautiful colors.
Well, I had to fix it because the colors from the W3 are a little bit washed, so I have to saturate it. So we have to thank Affinity for that.
Infinity. It looks natural.
I'm just gonna point out for Ed, not really a problem with the image, but there is a little bit of retinal rivalry at the a window violation on the lower left edge. So there's a bit of that tree on the very lower left that's in front of the left edge.
Ah, okay.
So it looks a little bit funny on that side, whereas on the right side everything is fine. And the key to that, if you want to fix it, is to pull the stereo window backwards and you use the left arrow. Just hit the left arrow key a bunch of times in Stereo Photo Maker, and until the rivalry goes away.
Okay, okay. Nice surprise. I will try it.
Yeah, sometimes also, if you don't want to affect the composition, sometimes moving it back, you're losing some of the depth in the foreground and the right, but you can cut and paste and shift depending on the subject, and sometimes get away with just moving that small section over as a separate layer.
Yeah, in this case, with pulling the window back, you'll lose a little bit of the vanishing point in the upper left. I think it's acceptable, but it's a trade-off. Yeah,
I didn't even notice it.
it's pretty minor. I was only bringing it up because Ed was asking about window violations before.
Yeah, it is a good example.
Did anyone post the link for this tutorial about cloning out retinal rivalries? I think maybe Bob mentioned that or something.
I did. It's I
You
haven't
did
put it.
Melinda,
Yeah,
or-
apparently I haven't put it on my website yet. So just copy and paste it from the
couldn't-
chat right now.
I could copy
Oh, it's
it.
in the
but I
chat. Okay, thank you. I've copied the chat, so I'll find it.
Okay,
Thank you.
good.
That's a great
How do you
tip.
copy the chat?
Just Control C, Control A, Control C, I guess, to copy everything, and then just Control V somewhere else
If
in a
you,
Word document or something.
If you hover
three
over
little
the
dots.
upper right corner, it'll give you a little copy icon that you can click also.
Well, I got that. I can copy it, no problem, but I can't get it to paste anywhere.
Huh.
Oh,
If you
it might
save
depend.
chat, it keeps it as a Word document on your computer in the Zoom area.
Or maybe a notepad. It's an easier.
Notepad, yeah, like a text notepad-y thing.
And if you save the
Phyllis.
chat, it goes in directly into a Zoom file
Yeah.
folder, right?
Yeah, Zoom folder with the word chat on
Right.
the
Yeah, when you
No.
go at the top where it says Golden Gate Stereoscopic Society Personal, and there's 3 dots, and there it says Save Chat.
Ah,
Mine doesn't say that. It just says show chat previews.
Oh, are you on the app
Oh.
or the web browser version?
I'm not sure. I'm just on my iPad here, and I think I just used the link on the site.
Okay. Well, you did answer. You used an iPad, so of course it doesn't work. Sorry.
Well, it's going to be available. It's being taped, right? So I can go back and
Yeah.
check out the chat.
And
Actually, the
Phyllis,
iPad you can copy. I am on an iPad also, and I could copy.
So my 3 dots aren't giving me anything except show chat previews.
well, I should put it up on my website as I originally intended. So
That'd be great. Thanks.
so eventually it'll be there. But if you can grab it now, then better still.
Just press and hold the text, and it will give you the option of copying.
Okay, wait a minute. The text at the bottom?
Yes, any
Or the
place
text
on
you
the,
want.
on the text, and press and hold, and you will get the copy option.
But I couldn't get it to paste anywhere.
I pasted on a chat that it's to myself, and I pasted there.
yeah, I was able to
Yeah, on the
paste it
notepad.
in
Don't you have a
Notepad.
notepad, Phyllis? Are you on a Mac too, on an Apple?
On a Mac.
So you cannot use not Safari. What's it good? Pages?
Yeah, I've got Pages. I've got Microsoft Word. I've got all that stuff. Just can't get it to what I want it to do.
Weird.
Well,
I'll
Phyllis,
get it.
Can you sweep the words and then paste it in a Word document? Is that possible?
there's
If you can
probably a
read
lot
it,
of
you can sweep it
differences.
out.
We're using different
Copy, paste.
platforms. Some of us are on Mac, some of us are on Windows, some of us are on tablets.
Yeah.
Melinda, would you mind
Or you get a pen
emailing?
and paper and write it all
Sure.
out.
Phyllis, if you wouldn't mind messaging Melinda your email address, you can message her directly. And Melinda, if you could email Phyllis this information or the link if you post it on your website, that way we can
I
make
can
sure she'd
I
get
can
it.
send the link to the group.
Sure, that
Yeah.
would be great.
I assume everybody gets the group notifications, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
would
groups
be
IO, that would
cool.
be great.
I'll do that.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
actually, I don't see. Can someone copy it right now in the chat again? Because since I came in late, I don't have the beginning of the chat.
Let's see.
I don't know if somebody else.
Dorothy, let me message this to you right now. I'll send it to you
Okay.
directly. There you go.
Thank you.
And I see that Mike has also posted a link to some instructions on the Stereo Photomaker website about cloning also. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Be sure to check those out as
Great.
well. And that's a link you can probably click and
Oh, here it
bookmark.
is. I see it on there. Yeah. So it's right on his website. Okay.
And it was mentioned earlier, but why doesn't Zoom allow you to, when you come in late, to see all the previous chats before you showed up?
Because it's for them, you're not logged in yet, I guess, so they cannot put all the stuff that was prior to your login in.
Yeah, it's annoying, as you know, when you come in late and you miss some great information.
Not sure
think
why they do
The
that.
designers could design it so you could get the whole chat, I think.
Oh, it's probably a privacy law or something.
Well, I do encourage everyone to arrive on time.
Yeah.
And since we really only have 3 minutes in the scheduled meeting and we're not quite done with the slideshow, let's move on. This is actually our last slide of the evening. It's by Bob. Octopi is the title.
Oh, dear.
Oh my goodness. That's unbelievably great.
That is a pie that I made,
Oh,
Oh
wow.
wow.
and very proud of it. So took a
Did
shot.
you eat it?
Yeah, unfortunately, it did get eaten, but
You should have a little baby Moby Dick in the
yeah.
Cracking.
Right, like a goldfish.
Yeah, it looks like
cracker.
a Cthulhu
Captain
or something.
Ahab. Yeah, little Captain Ahab.
And no, it was a big hit. So
Very creative.
I have another shot of it half eaten and my cat looking up at the table. Disappointed. She does love seafood.
Which camera did you use for this one? For the almost macro shot?
No, this was my iPhone 15
Okay.
Max.
Cha-cha.
Yeah.
Okay.
One octopus that doesn't move.
How in the world did you get the serrations on the legs, on the tentacles?
Yeah, that let's see, what did I do to do that?
Little wheel that you can do that with.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I think there was a wooden roller that I could roll over the flour to get that, and then or it just might have been a lot of knife cuts in it. There is a recipe online. If you Google octopi, you might find it. Well,
Are those blueberries?
yes, those are blueberries.
Bet it was good.
Oh,
It looks good.
it was delicious.
Well done.
And I
Thank you,
had
Bob.
apple and blueberries in there.
Lovely.
Well, thank you, Bob. Thank you, everyone. That's the slideshow. But of course, we're not done yet. We're going to make our selections in tonight's poll. I'll put a link to the poll in the chat, and we have the link on this slide, as well as a QR code if you want to use your smartphone or tablet. This is a ranked choice poll, and I've got a spiel here. Here we go. Rank these stereo photos by dragging the items in order of your preference, favorites on top. Please drag your own titles to the bottom of the list. We don't vote on our own photos. All the titles can be organized, but move at least 3 of your favorites from tonight's slideshow to the top of the list. Everyone's poll will be in random order, so this will be I think a fair representation. I am going to go through the slideshow one more time. I'll announce the title and the maker. I'll stay on each slide for just a few moments so that we're reminded of what our selections are, because we don't have thumbnails on the actual poll. So let me go through these again. And again, if you're watching on the YouTube or Twitch stream, there may be a bit of a delay. The first 4 are by Lee Pratt. This is the wave map, followed by Desert Contrast by Lee. Above the Wave by Lee. Between Coyote Buttes by Lee. Sydney, BC by Melinda. Shasta Daisy by Ed. Two-Pack Tribute by Matt. Beyond This Point by Roberto. Eddie 51st by Bob. Team Tesseract by Melinda. Alameda Record Swap by Matt. Expecting by Roberto. Gabe's Bowling Birthday Party by Bob. Tunnel Tops Bench by Melinda. Anthony McCall First Light by Matt. Hug by Roberto. Bets in Show by Bob. The Job Comes with a Private Break Room, They Said by Melinda. Family in Focus by Matt. Refreshing Hike by Roberto. And Octopi by Bob.
And it looks like octopi is listed as conversion, but you said that was native?
Oh, I might have done a part of it in conversion, so let's call it native.
Yeah.
I know I did
native.
shoot a cha-cha of it, so.
All right, so let's spend a couple minutes making our selections. And after we've made our selections, I will share our results for tonight. While we're making the selections, I will announce that our next meeting is next week, Tuesday, March 10th, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific time. It's our special division, and the special division subject is motion blur. Capture a kinetic scene where one element is blurred by motion while the rest of the 3D environment remains sharp. Or, well, I'm not sure if that sounds a little limiting, but motion blur is the subject, and your interpretation of motion blur is totally acceptable. Please get those submissions to me by Monday night, March 9th. And I look forward to seeing everyone there. I'll give everyone another couple minutes.
Is there a Facebook group or something where we can add all the tips and everything that we discussed during the sessions? Maybe to get
Not a bad idea.
to keep all the tips from the sessions.
That's a good idea. Maybe we could use our Groups IO discussion board to post those.
Okay.
Now, I don't really have a note taker, so I don't always keep track of these tips. Roberto, would you like to volunteer to be our note taker, our tip master for our discussion board?
Okay.
Go for it. I would really appreciate that.
All the
we do Zoom does archive the chats, so I can send that, or maybe I can post that somewhere. Let me think about the best way to do this. I think it would be a good idea to do something with this information that we've been collecting, and of course we do keep recordings of the slideshow on YouTube, and that includes our discussion as well. That's a great idea, Roberto. Let me look into some ways to make that as easy as possible.
yes, thanks. Just an idea.
I don't want to draft you into a chore, but
No.
I think there's a way that we can make that happen without too much effort.
Yes,
Okay,
and
maybe the
always
transcript-
recall.
Say that again, Dorothy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, do you have the transcript since you're recording the show?
We're not actually recording the meeting. That's something that we could start doing, but what I was referring to was the chat log, because Zoom does save a log of the chat, which I think would be really handy. But there's probably also some information that's not captured in the chat, such as our conversation about cropping in Stereo Photo Maker earlier tonight, that would be good to post somewhere. So let's think about that. Let's think about the best way to do that. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a moment. Does anyone need more time with the poll? All right. It sounds like everyone who can vote has voted. So let's look at our results. All right. You should see our results. Lee, it looks like your, we'll call your Desert Contrast our first place selection tonight. Melinda's Sydney, BC as a second. Melinda's The Job Comes with a Private Break Room, they said, as third. And Lee, your Between Coyote Buttes, we'll call that fourth place tonight. Very strong contenders tonight. This is a tough selection to make. And a lot of high scoring images. So well done, everybody. All right. And of course, that information is on our straw poll website as well. That concludes our slideshow and our meeting. Before we call it a night, any other news or updates before next week? Well, I appreciate everyone sticking around. Dorothy, thanks for dropping by. Pad, thanks for dropping by. Great seeing you too. Hope to see you next week or next month if you can't make it next week. And to everyone, we'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Thank you.